Hi everyone, Meteorologist Ethan Emery here in the Fox 19 First Alert Streaming Center on this Easter Sunday edition of our 19 at 10:15 weekend morning weather show, available wherever you stream, including on YouTube and including on the Fox 19 Facebook page. The Facebook page where if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to chime in. And hi everyone, good morning to you. Hopefully you're having a wonderful start to your Easter Sunday. I'm sure many of you probably aren't watching because, of course, Easter Sunday service, but for those of you who are watching, thank you. We appreciate you. And this one's going to be a little bit of a shorter one in comparison to normal weather shows that I normally do. Because, A, the weather's a little bit quieter, but B, also, too, with it being Easter Sunday, don't want to take up too much of your time here today. But the good news in all of this is that, again, today's forecast is a lot quieter in comparison to yesterday, as well as what's in store for tomorrow. So we go into this Easter Sunday. Let's go ahead and show you that first alert forecast. Right now, we're into the mid to upper 50s. By 11 a.m., we're going to be in the low 60s at 63 degrees. By 2 o'clock, 71. Great for those Easter egg hunts. And then by 5 o'clock, 77, our forecast high. And again, mostly cloudy. Sunshine will be filtered through or peeking through some of those clouds, but more clouds than sun for today. And that slight chance of rain or thunder, that's after sunset. So today, the day itself, we're looking nice and dry. Taking a look at some of our forecast, or rather than our weather cameras, sorry, had a brain fart there for a moment. We've got several cameras that I love showing, just all the different views of the beautiful Queen City. This is a live look on our Queensgate rooftop camera. This is on the rooftop of the Fox 19 studios on 7th Street. You look off to the west, over towards the west end, the Cincinnati Museum Center, Union Terminal, one of my favorite buildings. Looks like the Crosley Radio. In fact, it was the concept of the design was from that. Steve Horsemeyer taught me that. But you can see all the nice luscious green colors of the trees. It's just gorgeous, isn't it? But right now, temperatures here this morning are already at 57 degrees in Cincinnati. Another beautiful view, in fact, a lot more sunshine in this view, is our Newport Levee camera looking towards downtown Cincinnati. The Ohio River looks nice and calm now at this point. And just a lot of nice views, nice weather conditions out there. Turfway Park also looks very beautiful here this morning. Their tower camera looking towards downtown from Fairmount also looks lovely. You can see more cloud cover there to the south and east. And then our Mount Auburn camera looking to the north and east. You can see those upper level clouds there. So high, thin clouds, sunshine filtered through. Bit of a nice light breeze, but it is a manageable breeze. Wind gusts maybe at around 20 miles per hour at best for the day today. And then one last look. We got one more here. Don't want to forget it. Our Clovernut Country Club camera. I believe this is a hickory tree, if I'm not mistaken, right here. And it's beginning to show its leaves, so that's a beautiful sight. And I believe it's also a hickory tree down this way. I can't make it out for certain, but based on the bark and based on the colors this fall, it looked like a hickory. And, of course, you got your pine trees on the left and the right side there. But gorgeous, nonetheless. Looking at radar right now, things are looking, again, quiet. Got a mix of sun and clouds out there. We will see more clouds than sun this afternoon. So you can see some of that sunshine now on our Clovernut Country Club camera, on a Newport Levee camera. Those thicker clouds, though, off to the east. So we have this opportunity of a bit more sunshine here in portions of southeast Indiana and eastern Indiana in general. But more clouds will build with the daytime heating, as well as more cloud cover in advance of the system that we're watching to the west, which will bring in some rain going into tonight into our Monday. Now, we're not talking about severe weather by any stretch. This is not a strong storm scenario. It's just going to be rain, maybe rumbles of thunder, and gusty winds. This will be part of a cold front that'll pass through. In fact, the winds won't be even that strong until after the front passes through, going into Monday morning and Monday midday. But this system ahead of it, we had that stalled front. Well, that stalled front has now moved its way back north, and we're in what's called the warm sector. So we've got some southwesterly flow, giving us some of that humidity you're feeling out there right now, as well as the warm conditions we'll eventually begin to feel more of later today. 72 already down into Nashville, so very warm air there in the Tennessee Valley. 57 here in Cincinnati, 58 in St. Louis. There's that cold front. Now, we won't see the sharp temperature cut like that so much for our Monday, but it is going to cool things down a little bit heading into Monday afternoon. So right now, again, mid to upper 50s, low 60s even, over towards Harrison and Falmouth, both at 61 degrees. And take a look at those winds. We'll show the dew points first. The dew points, not bad. I mean, again, it's a little humid in spots, but where there's a bit more sunshine, it's not as bad. So where you got the sunshine, dew points are manageable. Where you get the cloud cover, it's a little more humid. But again, nothing too bad. And the winds are out there right now anywhere between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Wind gusts, again, manageable, maybe up to 20 miles per hour at this point. And again, today's high is going to be 77 degrees. But one thing we are watching is that rain moving in, heading into Monday. And that's going to be part of a cold front that is going to bring in a quick downpour, and it'll be during the morning commute, which not the best of timing. But the bigger thing I want to watch, I would say the biggest impact, so to speak, is going to be the winds on Monday. So we go into tonight, again, wind gusts today, maybe 20. But we go into Monday morning. Already wind gusts close to 30 miles per hour for our Monday morning. We head into Monday midday, already looking at wind gusts over 30 miles per hour. And then Monday afternoon, wind gusts could get as high as 40 miles per hour. So a windy day on Monday once the rain passes through. It's going to drop the roadways pretty quick once those winds pick up. But it will dampen the roadways and sidewalks, of course, Monday. And we'll show you that model data coming up in a moment. But first, let's take a look at some of those Facebook questions and comments. Josh says, how's the weather going to be later tonight at 1 a.m.? Good question, Josh. In fact, we'll go ahead and show you that model data here real quick. And this one here, once it loads, you're going to see 1 a.m. more dry than wet, but there will be an opportunity for maybe a few pop-up showers. So we go into midnight, 1 a.m. See right here, most of the area is dry, but do notice there's a little green dot here. And when I play this out the next few hours, you'll see green dots just popping up, which means there's going to be pop-up showers. So if you're traveling at 1 a.m., you might run into a brief shower, won't last very long, but it's going to be otherwise mostly cloudy and very warm. Temperatures will be in the upper 60s and low 70s for you, Josh. Darla says, good morning, Ethan. Happy Easter. Beautiful day. Are we expecting any severe storms this week or next weekend? Right now, there are no major indicators of that. We want to keep an eye on Friday, though, maybe even Friday night into Saturday, as there will be a system moving through bringing in some showers and thunderstorms. And based on the temperature drop, there's going to be some energy working with that system. So we need to keep an eye on Friday for the potential for maybe a couple of stronger storms. Can't rule that out. But this far out, the threat of severe weather looks quite limited at this point. We need to get a little bit closer to gather more details because this far out, when it comes to the ingredients you need for severe weather, you got one, maybe two out of the four, and that's not enough. But Friday, again, will be bearing watch for that potential for a couple of stronger storms, Darla. Arlene says, happy Easter, Ethan. Hope you change your mind and stay on 19. Thank you for working on Easter. I appreciate that, Arlene, but the decision's final. I appreciate it. It's bittersweet. I really am going to miss this place. Missing the weather department. Love working with Steve. Aaron's a great addition to the team. Catherine, of course. Catherine and I get along really well. Haven't met Brad yet. I want to try to make that happen before I leave. And, of course, all the reporters and anchors. Love working with them. So it's going to be bittersweet. But thank you, Arlene. Diana, Ethan, sorry you're leaving. Love the news when you did it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Arlene also adds sunshine in Union County. So, yeah, a lot of sunshine in southeast Indiana. So we got that opportunity for some nice sunshine for at least the rest of this morning for areas mainly along and west of I-71, though our eastern counties will begin to see more of that sunshine this early afternoon, but clouds will develop with the daytime heating and then also ahead of that frontal system, which will pass through, and we'll show you that right now. Let's go ahead and do that. So it's going to pick this up full screen for you. This is around 1 a.m. Again, a pop-up shower chance is going to begin to develop. And then we head into 3, 4 a.m., there's that cold front. And this isn't anything severe. This is just going to be downpours, maybe a rumble of thunder, maybe a good breeze. Because, well, it's just part of the cold front, the way the system's going to be behaving. This is Monday around 6:30 in the morning. Again, this is not the best timing considering the fact that a lot of folks are leaving for school or work at this time. So meteorologist Catherine Bodak's going to be tracking all of that. Again, it's going to be part of a cold front sweeping through. And this is going to be the downpours. Now, this is not going to be anything significant with rainfall. It's just inopportune because it's going to be quick. It's going to be anywhere from 1/10 to 1/4 of an inch of rain in a short period of time, which is going to create that potential for some ponding roads as well as some rain spray. Won't last a very long time, but it's just the timing of it that's going to be a little impactful for the morning commute. 8 a.m., still wet to our eastern locations, and as you can see there, some lingering showers areas to the west. But then eventually we go into the mid-morning hours, 10, 11 a.m. So 24 hours from now, we're going to be looking at things drying out. We do have some sunshine tomorrow afternoon, but this will be once the front passes through here. Now, temperatures will still be warm. We'll be in the low to mid 70s. But this is going to be a windy day on Monday. I showed the model data already. Wind gusts could get up to 40 miles per hour Monday afternoon. Now, by Monday night, the winds will come to an end, or at least they'll be subsided in comparison. We go into Tuesday. Tuesday, one of the cooler days, at least, of the rest of the week. Highs will be in the upper 60s and low 70s. But then we go into the middle of the week, and we got this big warm-up showing up. In fact, let me go ahead and show you that right now. So today's high, 77. We go into tomorrow, 75. We head into Tuesday, 73. But then we pick back up pretty quickly on Wednesday, up to 79 degrees. Wouldn't be surprised if some home thermometers break into the low 80s, which on Thursday, we will reach that low 80s. And then we head into Friday. Still pretty warm, but Friday is we're tracking those scattered showers and thunderstorms. And we head into Saturday, you'll see a big difference in temperatures. That's part of that cold front that's moving through Friday night into Saturday. So there's that front right there. So Saturday, not as nice. We're going to be up to 69 degrees. Then we head into Sunday, 70 degrees, still not as warm as what we've been experiencing. But keep in mind, even if Saturday is one of the cooler days at 69 degrees, that's near normal. So the rest of this first alert forecast here for the next 10 days, we're talking about temperatures at, being Saturday, or above normal the rest of the days. So really warm conditions are going to be with us here for the next several days here. We go into Monday of next week, so April 28th, the last days of April, 73. Tuesday, 77. And then going into that Wednesday, the final day of April, 76 degrees. It's looking pretty warm. So that's the 10-day temperature trend. Let's look at the 10-day model data, which is going to show rain and all that stuff, cloud cover. So there's that frontal system passing through Monday morning. Again, it's going to be pretty quick. This model has a hard time cutting off the moisture, but it's going to be a cutoff. So Monday afternoon looks dry. It'll be windy. We go into Tuesday, looking at a mix of sun and clouds, upper level clouds, so filtered sunshine for your Tuesday. Then we go into our Wednesday, a bit more sunshine. Thursday, clouds begin to build in. Thursday afternoon, I've been looking at this on the data, and I've been contemplating on adding rain chances Thursday afternoon, Thursday evening. But we are going to be looking at rain moving in, especially Thursday night into Friday. So here is the latest on that. So we go into Thursday night into Friday. There's the rain. We head into Friday. As you can see here, we've got scattered showers and storms into the region. So here's what I'm talking about with that potential for strong storm chances. Right now, there's only one ingredient. That's moisture. And a little bit of storm energy. There's some storm energy with this. It's a frontal system after all. But it's limited. So that's why I'm not really pressed to say look out for Saturday for severe weather or Friday night into Saturday morning. But something we're going to keep an eye on. Right now, it does not present severe weather threats, but as we get closer, if the ingredients begin to adjust with the timing, it might have those ingredients. But right now, it doesn't. So Friday night, late into Saturday, there's that frontal system. There's the thunderstorms. This is going to begin to sweep. It's going to begin to sweep its way down into Appalachia. So you'll see that here. There it goes. Dark green and yellow, indicative of some downpours, some thunderstorms. And then we go into next Sunday, April 27th, things will dry out. Monday, the 28th, we're going to begin to see some rain chances pop up into the region. And then that's going to move in, heading into the 29th, into the beginning of May. Some unsettled weather pattern begins to shape up here, going into the first days of May. So here is our 7-day forecast. Again, looking pretty warm here across the tri-state area. Temperatures will be above normal for this time of the year. So there is the 7-day. Easter Sunday today, warm, muggy, high of 77. Monday, morning showers and windy, a high of 75. Tuesday and Wednesday, a mix of sun and clouds. We're in the lower 70s on Tuesday. Wednesday, the upper 70s, perhaps close to 80 degrees. Thursday at 80, warm and muggy. And then storm chances Friday into Saturday. In fact, I am probably going to change that for Thursday to have some rain chances there in the afternoon and evening at the very least. So something we'll be monitoring here at Fox 19. All right, we'll take a look at those questions and comments, final look, and then we'll go ahead and close things off here. Thank you, Providence. Means a lot to hear that. All right, I believe that is everything. I haven't seen any more additional comments or questions. One thing I do want to point out too, and I've been working on this graphic for a while, and I haven't had a chance to really show it, but now that I have more time to do that, I make this graphic. So we do a lot of different things here at Fox 19. I've mentioned it before on 19 at 6. If I'm ever late, I'm trying to get some stuff done. One thing we do is we record a first alert forecast for our radio partners. That is Q102, Mix 94.9, and Star 93.3. So this is my way of giving them a shout out because they promote us all the time, and I feel like we don't promote them enough. So this is a shout out to our friends over at Star 93.3. So just want to remind you that you can get that first alert forecast on the radio while you're listening to your favorite station, at least the three that we have partnerships with, Q102, Mix 94.9, and Star 93.3. So just wanted to do that, give them that nice shout out because they matter too, just like we do, the folks who work there. But at this point, let's go ahead and conclude things because we got Easter Sunday. I got my folks in town. I want to spend some time with them before I start my work week because I'm working every single day. I've been working every single day for quite some time and haven't had a day off in a while. So I'm going to be able to at least have the afternoon to spend with some family, which will be really, really nice. So that is going to do it for us here. Thank you so much for joining us here on this Sunday edition of our 19 at 10:15 weekend morning weather show. Appreciate all of you. I will see you in 2 weeks. I'm going to take this next weekend off. I'm going to see some friends out of town. But then I'll be here for 2 more weekends, the first 2 weekend mornings in May. So May 5th and 6th, and then, or excuse me, May 3rd. Hold on. I got to look at the calendar. I've already screwed this up. Okay. May 3rd and 4th, and May 10th and 11th. Those are my final days here at Fox 19. So hopefully you can join us then. If not, it's been an honor. I've really loved this job, and I'm proud to have made it to my dream job, working in Cincinnati. But at this point, we're going to close things off. Thank you so much for those of you joining us. We will have the first alert forecast for you this afternoon with meteorologist Aaron Ashley for 19 at 6. And, of course, a 10 o'clock newscast right here on Fox 19 Now.